Rewind to a time when the most popular web browsers were Internet Explorer and Firefox. The most popular things to search on those browsers were MySpace, baby names, and Jessica Simpson. Spider-Man 3 was the most popular movie of this year, and J.K. Rowling had finished the 7th and final Harry Potter novel. Of course, I am talking about 2007. A well-known development company had released their first installment of their new and amazing IP introduced as Uncharted Drake's Fortune, or as some of us know, Man Raider, Unveiled at E3 2006, featuring the voices of Nolan North as Nathan Drake, our titular smart-mouth protagonist, Emily Rose as Elena Fisher, the journalist/host that would do anything for a story, and Richard McGonagall as Victor Sullivan, the I'm too old for this father-like role to our young Nate. I'm Reprimir and welcome to the premiering episode of Platinum Reviews.
Be damned.
Must have come up the river during flood season and gotten stuck. Let's check it out, huh?
Wait. Something about this feels kind of hinky.
Hinky. You act like you've never seen a German U-boat in the middle of the jungle before.
I'm being serious, Nate.
I tell you what, why don't you stay here? I'll check it out myself. I'll call you if I run into any Nazis.
Yeah, right. You do that.
Oh, wait. Hold on to this for me, will you? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this the hard way.
When Uncharted Drake's Fortune was released in the late 2007, it was met with open arms by the gaming community. The first game to use the force feedback function of the newly introduced DualShock 3 controller for the PS3. And the first in a new series that would encapsulate and set the bar for what it means to be a cinematic, story-driven, single-player game that is both fun to watch as it is to play. The DNA of many games and movies can be found in the veins of this groundbreaking release, such as Resident Evil 4, Gears of War, Kill Switch, Indiana Jones, National Treasure, and Tomb Raider. The latter of these helped coin the game its fan title, Dude Raider. The decision to create something fresh and interesting led Naughty Dog to develop a colourful world with even more colourful characters, and an almost realistic look and feel called stylized realism. The way our protagonist is portrayed to us as a relatively normal man with no particularly wild outstanding skills and wears his heart on his sleeve made him more relatable and helped make the story more meaningful and as though it were sheer luck and willpower that kept the character from losing. In contrast to a game like Tomb Raider, where combat is basic and straightforward as Lara is trained and experienced, Nate's combat system feels exactly like you are an untrained, fumbling around and fighting tooth and nail to get closer to your end goal. From the jungles to the man-made structures, the world you are given to explore is both beautiful and gives you a sense of hiding a dark secret. Finding ancient ruins in the middle of a dense jungle always gives a sense of wonder and intrigue. Searching for and completing the many puzzles that the ancient civilizations have left behind with the help of Nate's trusty notebook never fails to make me feel like an explorer myself. The narrative that drives players to the very end is packed full of emotion, action, and intrigue, making this video game seem more like an interactive blockbuster film. The set pieces are huge, and the story beats arrive on time. It's almost impossible to put down. Needless to say, Uncharted Drake's Fortune broke new ground and forged the way for its sequels to improve on what was already amazing. But what is it like from a Platinum Trophy hunter's point of view? Let's find out.
I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I?
I had everything under control until they blew up the boat. You alright?
Nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful and talented Elena Fisher.
Flattery will get you screen time.
Yeah, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Victor Sullivan.
Huh.
For Christ's sakes.
Most of the game's trophies can be attained through a single playthrough. Difficulty-based trophies automatically unlock by playing on hard mode, except for one. The crushing difficulty is unlocked only after completing one of the other 3 difficulties. Several, if not all, of the weapons and other combat-based trophies will be unlocked throughout trying encounters over and over again to get through them. And trust me, you will be trying over and over again on higher difficulties. Enemy AI is quite ruthless, from pushing your position, flanking, or forcing you out of cover with a well-placed grenade. They do not mess around. But overcoming a seemingly impossible encounter leaves you feeling triumphant and sometimes even mirroring Drake's very own exhausted and surprised sentiment. But it can also leave you dreading future engagements. The collectibles or treasures in this game are relatively easy to find, with a few off the beaten track, but as the game is mostly linear, the treasure location is relatively easy to find, whether it be a nook between 2 rocks or on top of an extra climbable pillar that just isn't needed, or directly behind the camera. With 60 treasures to find, spread out over 22 chapters, vigilance and an eagle eye is key. Or you could just mash poor old Nate's face against every surface, or jump at impossible things to your doom, just to get a glimpse of anything that shines. The trophy cleanup is quite mindless, getting certain kill thresholds such as killing 10 enemies with the brutal melee combo, which is square, triangle, square, or finishing 10 enemies in a row with a punch after weakening them with bullets. They are easy to do on lower difficulties with more spread out enemies. The Speedrun Trophies introduced in the remastered version of the game on the PS4, which is what I am playing, are quite easy as every chapter has a practice speedrun setting that has a timer and the time to beat on your screen, making it easy to keep track of. Overall, achieving the Platinum Trophy in Uncharted Drake's Fortune was a lovely stroll down memory lane, with the first of a series that is near and dear to my heart. My first introduction to Uncharted was when my uncle showed me Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, specifically the level involving climbing the hotel and being chased by a Russian gunship. I knew right there and then I was hooked on this series and I had to play it. But more on that when we hunt the Platinum in that game. All in all, Uncharted Drake's Fortune makes the player feel as though it could happen, while at the same time demanding some suspension of disbelief as our titular hero scales walls and cliffs with the same confidence as Spider-Man. The gameplay, story, set pieces, and characters all form together to make the perfect foundation for one of the best single-player experiences to ever be in gamers' hands all around the world. Even if achieving the Platinum in this game does not seem up your alley, I recommend that you finish this game on whatever difficulty you desire, because this is a story that is worth every minute of your time. This is Reprimir, signing off.